upstairs, keeping eyes on that diffuser, and there's the one tap.
On our own, would you offer another money man?
Attackers are coming in. Habana takes some shots through the smoke. It's knifed by the alibi, who's come right in, going for the second knife, and it connects.
Well, I don't know this time. Oh, the one that just died.
30 seconds left. Still lots of time. Baby Shark once again. Oh, shoots the nitro cell. Oh my god. Back up at all. That is going to be a kill. And there it is. Malusi goes for the peak for some reason. Right away. That is going to give them access. Another kill. Attack. And they have looked all day from all these other angles. They're going to be able to collapse. Time, but he is able to connect with a second and the third person, and he's gonna have enough time to get back and defuse. Barely dodged from him coming through the soft wall. It's been amazing in time, or if it'll be a divide and conquer, and they're both pushing him, and he gets both kills. The mute. And here comes the push into sight. Oh, very close there. Could be huge right here with Vana there. Oh no. Ace, or sounded like Ace was getting eaten alive by a Maestro Cam right there. A fourth kill. Season does not find him. And he goes for it and gets the kill. A couple of more trades. Oh, Vigil owning the 90 here and controlling the map so well. Ash tries, and there's the finish on Bandit. At least they get a little bit of that KD. Now going for the plant with 10 seconds left. Is this going to be a stick? Oh, they got Pokeballed. And down goes Habana.
Because the time is now. Screaming till you're breathless. Till our voices drown.
Ash coming into master bedroom. Gets diffuser. Ooh, very patient play there from Goyo. Wow. Zebe able to win that operator in this matchup. Oh my god. Right behind Jaeger. He's looking the wrong way. 10 seconds. Wamai goes down. Oh, and there it is. Pushing in very quickly. Getting the down on Mozzie. Getting the kill. Down he goes. And down goes the diffuser as well. The plant bait. Oh, the free fire. Left. Are they going to be ready for it? Nobody is watching the flank. There's Sophia. Down she goes. Ace turns around. Now it's down to a 4v1 with 20 seconds left. And down goes Ash. Shark was holding a tight angle here. Ooh. Able to effectively. Oh no! Maverick. Oh, Maverick gets killed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of the playoffs of the Rainbow Community Strife Tournament. My name is Feed Nate, and I will be hosting and casting the games for this weekend. Yesterday, 4 games were played out between the 8 remaining teams to determine who will move forward in the winner's bracket and who will move forward in the lower bracket of this double elimination playoff. Now it's time to narrow down the best teams of the Rainbow Community Strife Tournament even more, as 4 teams will be going home today. Here on day 2 of the playoffs, we've got 4 lower bracket games and 2 winners bracket games to get through. 3 will be cast here on this channel, and 3 on the French channel, which is up and operating today. So thank you so much for being here. 3 best of 3s to get through today, so a lot of siege to get through, a lot of siege to be played. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in to our first matchup of today. It will be Zebe versus Iray. It is our first lower bracket game of the day, so we're gonna take a look at the maps and the players that will be playing today. Alrighty, here is Team Iray, Aries, Cowlin, Persephone, Shito, and Smine. We saw this team yesterday as they went against Activity, and all of the casters predicted that Iray would win. And unfortunately, at least for them and for us as the casters, we were wrong, and Activity actually got a 2-0 win against them. And today, they are going to be going against Zebay. Let's take a look at Zebay's lineup. Over on Zebay's side, we have Yray, Merlin, Neos, Pozomeister, and Strivox. Yesterday, they took on Shori and put up a strong fight. At least from what I heard, it was a 2-1 game, but they are here in the lower bracket for a reason. So one of these two teams will be going home after this match. It's a double elimination, so after their second loss, they are out. So now that we have seen the players, let's go ahead and take a look at the maps that they will be playing on. And here we have it. Iray has chosen to ban Clubhouse, Consulate, for their map choice to be Villa, and Zebay has chosen to ban Coastline and Cafe for their map choice to be on Oregon. So we will be seeing Villa for the first time today in this tournament. The deciding map, if it ends up in a 1-1, will be Chalet, which of course we saw quite a bit of yesterday. So there's our maps and our players. I think we are just waiting now for the players to join into the game, and as soon as they are ready, we will get going. Before we get into this matchup, I want to tell you a little bit about how interesting this matchup really is. So this matchup is going to be a rematch of sorts. On Playday 7, Zebay and Iray went head-to-head, and Zebay actually became the first team to take a win, or excuse me, take a draw against Iray. They became the first team to win one map against them throughout the entire tournament. So on the final weekend, actually, that was just last weekend that Zebay and Iray played against each other. So these two teams have experience playing against each other, and it'll be really interesting to see how they play today. Zebay put up such a strong fight against them. I think they had a 7-1 win on Clubhouse against Iray, which so far in the tournament had not been heard of. So the fact that they're playing again here in the playoffs is just, it's incredible. I love to see a rematch, and I'm curious to see if Zebay will be able to pull it off. And speaking of predictions, we do have the predictions for how the games are going to go down today from our casters. So these are the first 4 games that will be happening today. We have the 2 semifinal games, the upper bracket, the 2 lower bracket games, and then of course there will be 2 more lower bracket games later on today that we do not know the teams for just yet. So we have Nito GG, formerly Mad Wizards, in the semifinal against Volsfire, who took a 2-1 win yesterday. I believe Nito's game was a 2-0 blowout. And so, as you can see, the casters have put in their votes. I think that Nito's going all the way. Mad Wizards, they were unstoppable throughout the tournament, and I think they're going to continue their reign of terror through the playoffs. The only one with a different vote here is actually Bygeek. Bygeek thinks Volsfire is going to be able to pull it off, so that should be interesting. That will be cast over on the French channel. And then our other semifinal for today, which I will be casting actually after this best of 3, will be Shori versus Activity, which should be one heck of a matchup. And as you can see, our casters are definitely split on their predictions. Bygeek and I both think Activity are going to win. The other 3 casters think Shori are going to win. And now on to this game, Zibei versus Iray. Yesterday it was all Iray. Iray ended up losing. And now today it is all Zibei. So will we all be wrong? Once again, we are actually just about to find out because the players have joined up. And I think they are all ready to go. And we've got so much Siege to get through today, so we're going to go ahead and get it started. Let me just double check that both teams are ready, and we will get the games going today. Once again, if you are just joining up, 3 best of 3s will be played today, 2 semifinals, and 2 lower bracket games, and I'm actually being told that one of the teams needs a couple more minutes, which is totally fine. Want to make sure they're fully prepared for going into the game. So while we're waiting, let's go ahead and take a look at the predictions. I rushed through just a little bit. So our second lower bracket game, which is going to be cast on the French channel, will be Memeing No versus So Lit. And as you can see, 4 out of the 5 casters have picked So Lit to win that matchup. I am the one and only rooting for Memeing No, so Memeing No, make me proud in that matchup. I've really enjoyed watching Memeing No throughout the tournament, and I'd love to see them do well. But it looks like Iray is ready to go. Both teams are ready to go, so we actually are going to start. Good luck, have fun to both of the teams, and may the best team win. Zibei versus Iray, our first best of 3 for today, playoffs, day 2. Thank you for being here. Like I said earlier, 4 teams will be going home today. 1 of these teams will be moving forward in the tournament, and 1 will be walking away. Let me actually give you guys some of the game audio. So Thatcher is the first ban there for Iray here on Oregon. No surprise there on that ban. Oregon is a map where there's plenty of breachable walls that you're going to want to get through. And speaking of breachable walls, there goes Ace. Yesterday, we saw Thermite get banned quite a few times, which was really surprising me, especially over Ace. I know that there was a buff to Thermite giving him the smoke grenades, but I didn't think that warranted a ban, especially over Ace or Habana. And there's the Mira ban. Mira ban also did not get, or Mira also, I called her Mira ban because she gets banned so much. Mira also didn't get banned a whole lot yesterday, but we also didn't see a whole lot of Mira play, and I'm expecting possibly a Cade ban or a Clash ban here as for the final ban of this map for Iray. And there it is, the Clash ban. Clash is so tough to play against on Oregon. There's a lot of tight corridors, and if Clash is played well, you can be really difficult to counter her. So no surprise that Clash was taken out. And we're rearing up now for round 1. And we're going up to the second floor for the first defense with Iray. And we are going to have a 6th pick to Valkyrie. Valkyrie's been getting a lot of play here in the playoffs, which is interesting because I feel like she wasn't played a whole lot during the regular season. So it's been nice to see Valkyrie in play, and she has made some pretty big plays here. Oh no, right off the bat to start off the day, Tobio. Headshots, Shito. Not sure exactly why they were even shooting. They were Valkyrie. Possibly doing a test of the recoil real quick. But Shito is out, and Shito playing on Jaeger, one of the most important defenders in all of Rainbow Six Siege is going to be out before they can even put down any equipment.
10 seconds left.
That is a big loss for iRay right off the
5
bat.
seconds left before insertion.
And that is one of the most frustrating things for me as
Attackers are
a
moving out to locate a bomb.
Rainbow Six Siege player is when someone spawns in and immediately starts firing. I don't know what went down there, but here in the playoffs, you really can't have something like that happen. Okay, so Z-Bay coming in for their first attack. Looks like they're pushing tall tower here, big tower. They're going to be trying to get through attic. Z-Bay got to know that they're in a 5v4 situation, so they already have the advantage. They really just need to play it smart here, and they've chosen to bring in Strivox on Maverick. Maverick is such a solid operator when it comes to attacking this site. You can put a lot of pressure here on attic very easily with Maverick without putting yourself in too much danger, and you can see there is a bullet or a peak there that they can look through, as well as the hole that they can walk through for their push into attic. And we're going to keep it here on Strivox while I update the site real quick. Perfect. Okay, let's see what we got going on up here. Ooh, Y-Ray gets a pick. Merlin. I was just talking about how Thermite was getting banned. And Thermite is able to get a kill there. Y-Ray on Thermite. And ooh, the breach is fully opened up there. And Y-Ray was able to fully cross. I'm not sure if Kalen did not see them or they just chose not to fire. But we're now in a 2v2 now in our first round. Still 1 minute left. And these defenders are not looking too healthy. Kalen at about half health, a little over half. Persephone also a little over half. And Strivox and Y-Ray, the two hard breachers, are left to clutch it up. Imagine they're going to drone this out, figure out exactly where these defenders are playing, and then make a push. And Strivox trying to work their way in through attic while Y-Ray forces their way in just through the main hallway here. Taking some shots here and there, hoping to connect with somebody. And Strivox coming in closer. Malusi getting some damage there. Strivox waiting for the second defender. Strivox is the only one left here, and that Banshee is going off. I'm not sure if Kalen can hear that, but they're going to have to swing this. Oh, the swing and a miss. Oh, man. They missed their shots, and they ran out of ammo on Maverick. That's one of the struggles of using Maverick and the M16. The mag size is so little, and they did not have their gun reloaded. And a late reaction from the defender, but one pump from that shotgun after the missed shot clutches it up, and iRay take the first round win of the day. Even after being down one player right off the bat, iRay is still able to clutch up on defense. I think that might just set the pace for today, and I think Z-Bay might be a little bit worried after that one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Defenders going down now into the basement, playing the safe sites to start here today. We'll see how they set it up here. Looks like they've brought Cade for the hatch electrification. Kalen is also on mute for the walls. And Hito playing on Mozzie. Mozzie is another operator that I didn't see a whole lot throughout the 7 play days. But here in the playoffs, Mozzie is definitely finding some more play. I think droning and intel becomes more important than ever. And if you can take a drone out and then use that drone to your advantage, could be really useful as a defender. Shito is going to stay alive this time.
Reloading.
Looks like we have an attack coming from the north side. They're checking out big tower there, checking out construction. Looks like there's going to be a back-sided push into the basement. This initial push is always tough here. Pozo taking some damage, trying to get that flashbang in there. Cade comes for the repeat as Pozo's going for another throw and gets down but not out. Neos goes full in. That was not a drone, and there's the nitro cell to finish off Pozo. Persephone playing very aggressive here, finds a third kill, a fourth kill, and they're still alive with a little over a quarter of their health. Y-Ray is the only player left. Persephone is one of the best players for I-Ray. We saw them pull some big plays yesterday. They're doing it again here today. Y-Ray has 1 minute and 40 seconds left, over half the round, but they are in a 1v4. And this is going to be a very tough push. It looks like despite being in the 1v4, they're going to give it their all. They're still pushing into the site. There was somebody on that default cam there, and there is a player playing up here. And it looks like Y-Ray has chosen to come upstairs. Ooh, Y-Ray knows someone's coming. Oh, it's Shito with the instant headshot. And another defensive win for I-Ray. Wow, Persephone getting 4 kills there in construction is huge for I-Ray. It's really unbelievable that Z-Bay allowed that to happen. I don't think they were expecting Persephone to get so aggressive and actually push them with them all out there, but he does anyways. He's playing on Cade. He's not even playing on a very aggressive player. Cade does have a solid gun, but as a 2-speed is not the fastest operator and definitely not the operator you expect to be pushing out and making such big plays like that. I think Z-Bay will think twice before they all stack up in one position again. And I-Ray are now going to a third site here. They have kitchen dining. They are making their way through the map, and fairly quickly our first 2 rounds have been decided pretty quick. I think first round came down pretty close to time, but it did finish with all of the attackers being killed. And in that last round, the four attackers going down happened with it before the first half of the round went by.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
So they're going dining hall kitchen here, and I think this time around we are going to see a presence upstairs. Actually, not really any utility being committed. There is Tobio on Vigil there, and please tell me if I'm pronouncing Tobio wrong. That is not a name I recognize from I-Ray. I'm not sure if it was a name change or a little bit of a roster change up. Neos takes the first bit of damage. And Z-Bay are slowly pushing in. The thing that scares me so much about Z-Bay on these attacks is they're making very obvious, or typical pushes, I should say, not obvious. And I think that's how such a big play was made in that last round. And I-Ray is a smart team. They're going to be expecting these players to push in this way. Y-Ray using the thermite breaching charge to get through upstairs instead of Merlin using a breaching charge. Very interesting. I guess Y-Ray's thermite charges won't be that important for this attack. Ooh, Strivox has a vertical angle here, and they are burning through. Tobio gets the first pick on Merlin. And this is another solid hold here from Iray. It's not very often that I see Goyo come out for this site, but they're using him very well. And it doesn't seem like any of these attackers are coming in for the flank. It's a one-sided push once again. Pozo is able to get a kill there on Kaylin. I think that was in the showers. A lot of damage being put out here and there. Strivox goes down. Persephone finds another one with Cade. Puts it down to a 4v3. Persephone holding that long angle there with very little health. Tobio working their way through the map on Vigil. They could come in for a big play behind. Looks like they're watching that hatch up above. This is becoming another one-dimensional, one-sided push from Zebay, and if you want to compete at this level, you really have to get creative. Yray was going for the plant there, but there's too many defenders left alive, and Iray take another round. Coming into round 4, 0-3. And it doesn't seem like Zebay has made an attempt at changing things up. They're doing these very one-dimensional, one-sided, obvious attacks on Iray. And these defensive wins for Iray are coming fairly easily for them. They are choosing to go back up to second floor, so they've won on 3 different sites. And instead of choosing to go kitchen, meeting hall, they instead go back upstairs. They're going to skip that site.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
No need for them to play it when they are getting all of these wins on the other sites anyways. So sitting back up here on the second floor, this is the site that they were in round 1, where it was a 4v5 and they were still able to clutch it up. I think if Iray hope to win against Zebay, they really need to split up and attack the team from 2 different directions instead of these one-sided pushes.
5 seconds left.
Persephone going Cade all the way today. Bringing out Cade once again. Valkyrie comes back out. Let's see if Zebay have an answer to the Iray defense. Oh, Merlin gets the first pick on Tobio. Tobio must have been going for a spawn peek or a run out with one of those Velcams, and it doesn't pay off for them. The advantage goes to Zebay. Looks like they are getting ready to push the back of the garage there. Possibly a split attack. Merlin and Neos coming from one side, while the rest of the team goes for the other side. Shito gets a kill, and Iray. It's 2 attackers down. And I think Strivox is left by himself back here in Big Tower. There must have been some sort of a flank, some sort of push from behind to take those players out, and they weren't ready for it. Surprised Strivox is still standing without having to take a fight here. Looks like he's going to choose to reconnect with the team. Ooh, Neo shoots just a little bit too high, and Shito comes up main stairs. Ooh, Strivox with a great kill there on Shito through the wall, putting it down to a 2v1. It's all up to Kaylin. We know this can be done with that SMG-11. Such a powerful secondary. They also have that pump shotgun. They know exactly where these two are attacking from. Are they going to choose to drone it out? Yes, Strivox trying to bring the drone in, but the mute charge stops them. They're going to have to push into the site with no intel. Wait a minute, Strivox does have a second drone, and they are going to see exactly where Kalen is standing. Kalen forced to push off site, give up control of site, and the diffuser is going now. Strivox with the grenade. Wait! The nitro cell from below takes out Y-Ray. It's up to Strivox to go for a replant. Ooh, they don't stick the plant. Going for the bait! Oh, and they are able to get the kill on Kalen. Still in a 2v1. A very close round for Zbay, but they do get the win. The nitro cell from underneath could have been devastating for those attackers. It must have just been placed slightly off, since only one attacker got downed and the other did not take any damage. And they're going to go back up to the second floor again. They want to give it another shot.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Let's take a look at how they set it up. Advantage doesn't seem to mean a whole lot here in the playoffs of the Rainbow Community Strife Tournament. Normally, if you're able to get the opening pick, statistics or the odds are in your favor, but we've seen Iray today win a 4v5, and Zbay on that last attack had one of their players go down right in the beginning, and oh no, actually that was Iray that lost Valkyrie right off the bat. So it was a 5v4, and Zbay were able to pull it off. But it seems like no matter who has the advantage, it's been anyone's game just about every time. Zbay could still go into the swap 3-3, which would be the best situation for them at this point. And I do love to see Thermite getting played. Ooh, Hito takes out Merlin through that main entrance, and that's Zofia down. Y-Ray looking for that peek again. Once again, these obvious places. Neo is able to get the headshot there on Hito. Very close. That crouch spam was the only thing that saved him. Frag grenade going in, followed by the drone. And everything has slowed down now in this 4v4. Let's go ahead and take a look at Strivox. Strivox opening up attic. And there's the setup there.
Ready to go.
Ooh, burned the hole a little bit too high. Let's go back and take a look at Y-Ray. Pretty slow attack here from Zbay. Taking their time to get in, really droning it out. And Y-Ray's going to try and open up into games. They decide not to for some reason. Couple of kills there. Persephone gets a kill.
Swapping!
Strivox is working their way through the attic at this point, getting aggressive here. But they can't stand up against Kalen's SMG-11. Now a 2v3. I did hear an air jab go down. Here's the same push that Zbay keep finding themselves in here on the top floor. Trying to push through this one doorway. Looked like they were ready for that nitro cell and shot it immediately, even though it did not make its way over the wall. And Pozo, with 19 seconds, has decided to push a different direction. It looks like they might be going for white stairs, but they're going to have to hurry. Y-Ray's just going to have to bully their way in, throwing all of their flashbangs. There's too many players there. Pozo coming up white stairs now, and they are fully ready for him. There it is, Persephone finishes it off. Getting forced through that one doorway, coming through the main hall, is such a tough push. There's so many angles for the defenders to watch in that direction, and it's so easy to take the attackers out as they single file, and it looked like Pozo really wanted to get around behind and possibly go for that white stairs flank, but there just wasn't enough time left. And Iray is going back down to the basement. This will be the final round before switching sides.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
The last offensive hold for Iray on this site resulted in Persephone getting the 4K in construction on the attackers for an easy round win. I think Zebay really needs to win this round to set them up for when they swap to defense. If they're not able to go into the swap 4-2, it's going to be very hard for them to come back.
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Alright, let's see if these attackers do something a little different here. So there is a push on construction. The drone goes in first. And Strivox is moving in. So an aggressive hold, but not nearly as aggressive as last time. And they can see that there's actually no players here in blue, which is very interesting, because there was such a strong presence from the defenders there the last time around. So this time they give up full control of it, and Neos is able to get a pick on entry. Merlin gets taken out by Tobio. Once again, the two of them
A bomb has been located.
keep running into each other. Oh, and that's the red ping on Aruni to force them out of position, but nobody's really worrying about Pillar. This could be Zebay's downfall if no one is watching that way. Actually, it looks like Neos is watching for that flank on Pillar. Strivox is going to start opening this wall here, possibly put Yray into a position where they can open it up. Actually, only opening up some lines of sight, and Hito's able to use it to take Yray out. Strivox is now the only hard breach, and they are not going to be able to get through that wall very easy. Neo's getting scanned there. From the default cam, still gets the kill on Hito, and is pushing back down into basement with the rest of the team. 3v3. Ooh, great grenade there from Neos to find a third kill.
Attackers will cover the bomb diffuser.
And out goes the drone. This is the first time I've actually seen Neos run that drone in on Yana. Oh, sees Ella's shoulder. There's a nitro cell kill. And it is a 2v1 now. Pozo needs to clutch this one up for their team. These defenders do have just about the same amount of HP, but split between two different people. And Pozo is choosing not to pick up the briefcase. They're not going to get the diffuser, and there's 26 seconds left. I know they want to get the kills, but when it comes to a late game plant, they're going to need that diffuser. It looks like they're just going to go for the kills nonetheless. Tobio comes out. Pozo is able to get the kill there, and it is a win for Zebay going into the switch 4-2. Alright, Z-Bay on the defense for the first time today. Choose to go up to the second floor first. So they are down 4-2. But Z-Bay on defense now could do the same thing iRay did. They could shut down the attack and come back into this game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Let's take a look how they set it up here. Goyo coming out again upstairs. Rooney coming in upstairs as well. They will have mute for the entry denial, but that is all. And iRay choosing to bring in Twitch. Twitch coming in instead of Maverick. Maverick has been huge so far in the playoffs. Been a great operator for getting through the hard breaches, even with all of the entry
10
denial.
seconds left. 5 seconds left before. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And we got the Rooney gate up on the hard breach into games. Very interesting. That Rooney is going to make it that much harder for the late game push. Let's go ahead and see how Hito come into this attack. It looks like right off the bat, excuse me, I meant let's see how iRay come in, not just Hito. I mean, we'll keep an eye on Hito. Maybe Hito can win it all on their own. Hito bringing in Ash, which is an operator that Z-Bay didn't really bring in. I didn't even realize that, but Y-Ray goes out first on mute, and they're getting that wall opened up right away. Not sure exactly what that breaching charge was for, but they shoot it under the gate there. Shido getting the kill on Neo's. Looks like that was a Neo's run out. And it's not like Z-Bay, at least from what I can remember, to play this aggressive. Seems like they've attempted a spawn peek and a run out now on iRay. They must be trying to get these kills as they enter in. Ooh, Hito gets taken out. Merlin with the one tap from Jaeger to even it back out. This is what I'm talking about. When it comes to the playoffs, you never really know exactly who has control. It doesn't matter who has the advantage. Ozone a 1v2 gets taken out. iRay put themselves in a 5-2 situation, 1 round win away from match point. And kills were traded back and forth, but it seemed like iRay did not have a difficult time whatsoever actually opening the walls and pushing into sight. Z-Bay going down into the basement now. And Wamai is coming into play for the first time today. Neo's choosing to go Vigil. Seems like Z-Bay's really trying to get aggressive against this team. I know that they've played them before. They know how iRay plays. I'm really curious to know if this is just the plan that they came up with to take on this team, but they really need to actually get those early game kills or wait with the roamers and come in late. iRay don't seem like they're falling for these early round pushes and runouts.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left before insertion.
No entry denial
Attackers are
coming
moving out to
in
locate a bomb and defuse it.
this time around, so iRay is going to be free and clear to come through the walls. They are bringing in thermite, so it's not going to be as easy for them to get to the walls and pop them open. Yeah, I fully expect this to be a very aggressive defense.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Ray's going in, drone in and out, getting the intel. And pretty one-sided construction push here for Ray. Even after Persephone on defense was able to get the 4K just like this. A lot of projectiles going in to try and take out that deployable shield. I'm not sure if they got it. Let's take a look at Pozo. It does look like Pozo was pushed out of position. Kalen able to get the first kill of the game with Thermite. That long angle there. Hito gets taken down, but not out, and it looks like Hito might actually be saved.
On your feet, lad.
Tobio going for the res. I want to know if there's a rotate behind Toby. You know what? Do this. Oh, they must have closed off the rotate once the push became too strong. You can see Shito trying to pressure Pillar in the back, but Merlin is still here. Strivox able to get a pretty long-range kill there. Neos takes out Persephone. Going back and forth. Dobio with the double kill. SMG-11. Neos pulled a great flank there. And they're not stopping there. They're going for another one. Ooh, loses track, but still gets taken down. It's down to Strivox with less than a quarter of their health in a 1v2. Thermite walks in right in front of him. Strivox is looking for the second player and ends up backing up into them. Oh no, after that first kill, there was definitely a panic in Goyo's eyes. If they had just held that position a little bit longer, that might have gone different, especially with Diffuser going down with Thermite there. And Ray are now on match point. And Z-Bay is going back down into the basement. Z-Bay struggled on attack, only picking up 2 attacking wins, and they're struggling now on defense. They're gonna have to win a lot of rounds to stay on this map.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Explosive ready.
Alright, let's take a look at the changes that they made. Looks like they are bringing in Mozzie this time around, still choosing not to bring any entry denial. And it looks like Mozzie is coming in instead of the Vigil. And Ray are bringing Habana for the first time. Habana's going to be great for opening up the hard walls from a distance without the entry denial. They are definitely going to be able to make it through the walls. They're just gonna have to burn through the Womai discs and the Jaeger ADSs. And here comes the attackers. Hito sprinting right in, almost runs right into someone's bullets. That was certainly a close one. And after missing that shot, Z-Bay is going to slink back down into sight. Hito droning it out. Spray of bullets to almost take them out there. Oh, there's the player on Freezer Stairs. And Hito's going to start applying the pressure. Hito is not messing around. Playing on Habana, a hard breacher, which would normally be considered a support. But they're going in for the entry frag. Let's take a look at Persephone. Persephone here with the assist. And instead of going down through the back, there's going to be a lot of hatches open up. Persephone takes that corner too tight. Neos is there and unseen and is able to get a double kill. Neo's playing in an unsuspecting spot there. Gets ready to go for another kill for Z-Bay. Strivox is waiting in freezer for the eventual push. Let's take a look here. Kaylin holding the hatch up above. All three attacking players here in the lobby. Looks like they're getting ready to push the laundry room. And Neos gets 2 more! That is a quad kill for Neos. Neos is going for it all here with 1 HP. There it is! The ace for Neos. The second ace we've seen here in the playoffs. Great plays there from Neos. Able to pick up 2 double kills throughout that round to single-handedly win it for their team. Neos has to be feeling pretty good about that. That's going to be a little bit of a morale boost, which is really important for Z-Bay because they are going to have to win 3 more defensive rounds in a row to put this in overtime. They have a huge uphill battle. And speaking of up, they are going upstairs to the top floor sites. If you are here to support one of these teams, make sure you are putting the hype in the chat. They need your support. It's the playoffs of the Rainbow Community Strive Tournament tomorrow. We will be playing out and observing the grand finale, the top 2 teams in the tournament. And the more support you can give to these teams, the better.
10 seconds remaining.
Test deployed, awaiting targets.
5 seconds to insertion.
And Z-Bay is setting up here. Their last defense on this site was not successful. So they're going to need to play a little bit more aggressive here. Looks like they chose not to bring any entry denial once again. So Kaylin is going to be able to come through with the thermite.
Bomb located by attackers.
Oh, and it's Tobio with the first pick. Y-Ray goes down. Ooh, Hito tries to get a grenade in there, grabbed by the Wamai. And Y-Ray is collapsing in on all sides. They pulled this the last time they attacked the site, and they're just doing the same thing again. Kaylin's going to be opening up Game's wall. There's no entry denial there to stop them. Looks like Y-Ray's just waiting for everyone to be in position before they come in for the attack. Tobio gets another kill. And now they're going to come back up to meet with their team. It's going to be a tough round for Z-Bay to win in a 3v5. But I would not count them out just yet. It looked like Tobio was going to get a different angle. And Hito goes down to Strivox. Strivox with a second kill there evens it back up. Just like that, we're back in a 3v3 with 1 minute left. Tobio coming over his fallen teammates to try and continue to hold this angle and pressure it, and they come right in, get taken out by Pozo. It's now a 3v2. back in favor of Zebay. Oh my gosh, this could be a round win for Zebay. They might be staying in. Once more, they are going from a 3v5 to winning the round. Zebay are still in it. I want to point out that not a single diffuser has been successfully put down today. Every round decided by kills. Zebay's going to first floor. They're going to have to win 2 more rounds to put it in overtime. What do you think, folks? Does Zebay put this game into overtime? Ooh, pretty intense matchup here. All right, let's take a look. Looks like Valkyrie's coming out. Goyo, Wamai, Smoke, and Jaeger. And on Iray's side, we have Hito
Located by attackers.
bringing in the flashes with Ying. Oh man, this should be a very interesting push. I did see Gridlock almost came out on the side of Iray, but instead they choose to go Ying. They still have the smoke grenade, so they have 4 smokes total,
5 seconds remaining.
6 flashbangs, and the Claymore.
Attackers
And I think
objective
Iray
to defuse the
is
bomb.
going to try to stick a plant here. I think that is their goal. Go for a smoke and plant. They had such a huge lead. They really don't want to lose it here. They were up 6-2, I believe. 6-2. Zebay has won their last 2 defensive rounds to put it to 6-4, and Zebay only need to make up a 2-round gap now. Ito using all of the ammo in Yang's LMG. Such a large mag on that gun. Just going for an easy kill. Hoping someone will walk into the bullets. It looks like Tobio is holding this really great, doing a really great flank watch here. And make sure nobody jumps out on him. It seems like Iray's taking their time. They seem a little bit nervous. And here's that thermite charge once again from Kalen. I wonder if they put it close enough, does it blow out part of the wall? It does. That must have been what they were trying to accomplish the first time around. Tobio does get the first kill. That flank watch pays off as they were able to take out Strivox on what possibly could have been a rotation. Shito getting a second kill. Iray find themselves in a 3v5 again. Ooh, down to a 2v5. The pressure is mounting. It's down to Neos and Pozomeister now in a 2v5. And, ooh, man. Couple of kills there. 1 from each side. And that's it. Iray will not allow it to go to overtime. They take map 1. And I will be using that thermite strategy for sure. Iray take map 1, 7-4. We will be moving on to map 2 now in this best of 3. But we are going to take a short break. Make sure you get up, stretch, get some water, stay hydrated. We've got a lot of Siege to get through today. And you're not going to want to miss it. We will be right back. All right, everyone, we are back. If you are just joining up, we are on day 2 of 3 of the playoffs of the Rainbow Community Strife Tournament. This is our first matchup of the day, a best of 3, and this is a lower bracket game. It's Z-Bay versus iRay, and the loser of this match will be going home. The winner will be moving on for a chance in the grand finale. On map 1, Z-Bay struggled, and iRay were able to win it 7-4. Z-Bay looked like they may try to come back, but there was too much of a gap to make up, and iRay pulled it off in the end. We will now be moving on to map 2, Villa. And it looks like I've gotten the go-ahead from one of our teams. Let's see if the other team is ready as well. I want to thank you all so much for being here and supporting your teams and supporting the Rainbow Community Corporation Tournament. And we hope that you're enjoying the playoffs so far. Still waiting for one team to give me the go-ahead to get this second map started. While we are setting up, be sure to put your predictions in the chat. Looks like one of these teams needs one more minute before moving on to the next map, so we will wait just a little bit longer. For anyone that missed it, this matchup is pretty interesting because it is a rematch. These two teams went head-to-head just last weekend for the final playday of the tournament, and Z-Bay was able to get a draw against iRay. So no draws possible in this best of 3, but don't count them out yet. They could still take the win on Villa and put us to our decider map of Chalet. I think Z-Bay is going to have to gather themselves and really start thinking a little more out of the box. It seemed like they started figuring it out there towards the end of Oregon, but by the time they got it figured out, there was too much of a gap for them to make up. iRay was on match point, and just needed to win that one round. I believe it was 2-6. So Z-Bay was able to get a couple of more wins, putting it to four round wins before iRay took it. And after this best of 3 today, we will have a quarterfinal matchup between two winners from yesterday, which should be a solid match. And then we will have one more lower bracket game to do later today. So lots of Siege to be played. And it looks like both teams are ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and get it started. Good luck. Have fun to both of the teams. It's Z-Bay versus iRay. Lower bracket of the playoffs, day 2. And we're going to Villa. Time to see who we will be banning for Villa. I'm expecting to see a Thatcher ban for sure, possibly the first ban to come out here. And then another solid attacker ban, I believe, would be Nomad. I know Nomad has been getting banned a lot throughout this competition, especially for this map. It looks like Z-Bay have chosen to take out Thatcher. No big surprise there. Zbay will be on defense first this time. They looked a little bit stronger on defense on the last map. So we'll see if maybe they can take the lead this time around. Oh, and Jackal getting banned from Iray. The Jackal ban is going to make it a lot easier to roam. This is definitely a map where with a lot of roaming potential and some wide rotates. And it's interesting for me to see Iray take Jackal out since they will be on the attack first, but I guess they just don't want to deal with them. And there's a Cade ban on defense for Iray's final ban. And the last defensive ban, I'm expecting it to be a Mira, but I have been surprised so far throughout the playoffs. Oh yeah, there it is, the Mira ban. She's just too good. She's too good. She's too good on this map. All right, end of the ban phase, going into round 1. So if Iray win on Villa, the best of 2 will be, the best of 3, excuse me, will be over, and Zbay will be going home. If Zbay are able to win on this map, we will go to the decider map, and they have a chance to stay in the competition. And it looks like Zbay choosing to go to Trophy Statuary Room to start. Definitely one of the more meta sites on the map, but not usually a first pick. I do want to point out that I saw a Blitz coming out on the attack. Blitz, especially in this competition, has been incredibly rare. And for Iray to pull them out, no less. This is a very interesting play from them. Looks like they're getting ready for a very aggressive attack. Zbay, in a common fashion from today, is choosing not to bring any entry denial. So the walls are going to be free, and Kaylin is coming in on Ace. So Ace is going to be able to open up these walls. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure from Zbay. I'm wondering how much influence Blitz is going to have on this first attack. And let's go ahead and go take a look. Okay, Hito running the drone in here. Let's see where all of these attackers are. So, south balcony push to get it started. It looks like most of the team is here. Only Tobio coming in from a different side. Hito's here in the 90. They seem to be waiting for the rest of the team. Ooh, Pozo gets the first kill. Persephone is out. And Shito takes a lot of damage. It's a solid play from down below from Pozo Meister on Goyo. And that's going to slow down this attack a little bit. But Kaylin's able to even it back out with the kill there. Hito taking a lot of damage from Pozo. Gets their legs just about completely shot off. Kaylin still holding the aggressive angle here. And it looks like Pozo's going to back off. Y-Ray able to get the SMG-11 kill on Tobio. And in goes Blitz. And down goes Blitz. The smoke still in play. And a very little health on the Bandit. Made for a bad combination. And the air jab is triggered, but for no value. Pozo gets sent backwards, but is still behind their own shield. And here comes some of the flashbangs. Looks like Shito trying to mount an attack, but struggling. Oh, down goes Kaylin. Shito is able to find one. Trying to keep an eye out for the flank, but they're in a 1v3. And Jaeger's there behind the shield. Neos finishes it off. And Zbay win the first defensive round of map 2. Very interesting play from both teams. Iray bringing in the blitz and everyone pushing from the south side. Zbay really just had to hole up on those angles there. And they're going to go Aviator Games for this defense. No blitz this time around. And Zbay are bringing an entry denial with the mute. Neo's bringing in the Valkyrie. Every round so far in this matchup has still just been decided by kills. No diffusers have gone down. I've seen a diffuser plant attempt maybe twice throughout this entire matchup, but no successful plants. And every round has been decided by kills. And they're setting up here in aviation. I think we'll see a little bit more of a standard push here from Iray. They usually do a good job of pushing from multiple angles. Looks like everyone has spawned on the northeast side here. And they will get ready to push up into the building. Nobody deciding to spawn south side or going south side. It looks like Hito's working their way in already through the first floor. Got that SMG-11 out there looking for someone wandering through the first floor, not expecting them to be there. A little bit slower of a push here. The drone goes in and Tobio is following it. Trying to watch all angles here. Shito's coming up. They're going to be able to put out those air jabs to stop the wide flank from happening. And slowly but surely, Iray is working their way forwards, being sure to follow drones in. Looks like there's a pretty heavy presence there in the 90. And Hito gets the first kill on Neos. Down below, they were waiting for that flank very patiently, and it finally paid off. Ooh, Iray gets one for the blue team, also with the SMG-11 to take out Tobio. There's their entry down. And just as I suspected, Iray's coming in, holding all these different angles. Hito cooking that grenade, trying to blow some holes underneath. Not really the best operator to do that. I'm not sure exactly why Hito is down here and not Persephone, if that was the goal. And Hito does take a little bit of damage. Let's see if this frag grenade actually does any value. Oh, it does! They are able to get that kill from underneath on Strivox. Perfectly cooked grenade right there, just behind the deployable shield. What a beautiful play. And the 90 is now cleared out, and Iray is collapsing in. Pozo goes through the smoke. It's all up to Merlin with less than a quarter health. Can they take out one with them? Hito comes sprinting in. Looks like they may have been going for the melee kill there, but decided to go SMG-11 instead. Oh, nope, just couldn't see him right away. And just like that, it's tied back up. That is certainly the IRA that I know. They split up. There was people down below, people on all sides watching the flanks. That underneath grenade kill from Hito. And then they get the kills, and then they collapse in together as a team. And Tobio, who has been running entry, is actually going to switch to a support character and give Shido the chance to play on Ash a little bit. They haven't been having the best luck. And Zibei now coming downstairs. Main floor. This is a tough site to hold because there are so many entries into the site. There's also the availability of the entire ceiling above site to be opened up. Huge potential for vertical play. So I'm sure we'll see Zibei come up and expend some resources upstairs and prepare for this upstairs hold. And Iray is bringing plenty of soft breach to be able to open up those vertical angles. Looked like Merlin took like one tick of damage there. I'm not sure exactly what did that. And here comes Iray. Pretty quick push upstairs. They're going to have to deal with the roamers as quick as possible and start working their way down. The faster they get control upstairs, the better. Shito now on the entry frag. Ash is coming in and looking for their first kill. Apologize for the lack of the game sound. Sorry about that. It's okay. You only missed 2 rounds of Ubisoft's game audio that's glitchy and only works half the time. Alright, so it looks like we've lost a member of both sides. Persephone going down. Strivox on the defense, and the attack is still doing their best to gain control of the top floor, but they're still struggling. Ooh, Yray with the Nitro self-kill on Kalen. There goes the hard breach. The one and only hard breach for Iray. That's not a huge loss here. They still have a lot of the soft breach. And it looks like Hito is trying to take some shots down through the floor. There's another Nitro cell there. Doesn't connect with anyone. And Shito is on flank watch while Hito opens up the floor. Let's see where Tobio. Tobio is creeping down towards site. Looks like they're holding here. They're in a position the defenders would not expect. 40 seconds left, and Iray still struggling here. Ooh, Shito does get a kill. I'm going to start clearing out some of the utility there. Pozo taking a lot of damage from Tobio. Ooh, Tobio tries to swing with the reload going on, and Neos is there to shut it down. 13 seconds, and no easy way into the site. It's all down to Shito. In a 1v3, they do not have control of the diffuser, and Pozo finishes it off. Zibei take another round win. Still no diffusers going down. Both teams struggling on the attack. And we're going back to Trophy Statuary, back where it all began. And we have Blitz coming back out. This must be... Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. Sledge is sticking.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
Okay,
attackers.
the Blitz strategy must be something that they've come up with specifically for this site, because we see Suivez try to go back to trophy statuary, and the Blitz almost comes out again, but it seemed like Iray decided against it. Suivez choosing not to bring any entry denial for this site, same as last time. So the walls are going to be free for Kalen to open up if they choose to come in from this northeast balcony
5
here.
seconds left before insertion.
Their last attack was a push in from the south side,
Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
and they got fully shut down. Looks like the defense has brought Castle this time around too, so that's going to be one extra barricade for Iray to have to come through. And Hito creeping through the basement. Where are the rest of the attackers going at? Ooh, Pozo gets taken out. There we go. So, a little bit of a push here. Once
Attackers
again,
have
from
located
the
a bomb.
south side, we do have players above and below for Iray.
Bomb located by
Splitting
attackers.
up, divide and conquer. Slowly working their way in. Persephone bringing IQ in this time around. Tobio gets a kill. 2 defenders down already.
Scanning. Stay sharp. Bomb detected.
Looked like that bulletproof cam wasn't so bulletproof. Persephone able to just shoot it out.
Ready to breach.
And there's a little bit of a rotation opened up for the attacker. So even in a 5v3 with the advantage, they're still taking their time. They're setting up players around the map. They have plenty of time to go. But when it looks like Tobio has run into one of those castle barricades, we will check back in with them in just a little bit. Persephone crossing to open the castle barricade there. The walls are closing in. 1 minute left. Persephone able to get a great kill there on Iray. Let's go take a look at Tobio. Looks like Tobio did finally get that castle barricade opened up, but they swing into death as Merlin finds another kill. Shrivox puts it back in a 2v2 from a 5v3 down to a 2v2 with only 30 seconds left. A third kill for Merlin gives Suivez the advantage, and there it is. Suivez clutch up in a 3v5. Iray took too long. There was too many walls to push through. Instead of taking the direct push through the northeast balcony, coming into master bedroom and getting through that free wall, they still decide to come in through the south side, and they just come in single file and make it easy for Suivez to pick up the kills. And Suivez is going back to Aviation Games, which I believe is the only site so far that Iray was able to get the win on.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Take a look at how they set it up. Bringing in Iray for the entry denial. Neo's coming back in on Mozzie.
Bomb located by attackers.
And over on the attacking side, we have Persephone continuing to bring in IQ. It's a tough loss there for Ray. They're in a 5v3 that ends up coming down to a 2v1. You have to wonder what happened. They had such a huge advantage there and still ended up falling short on the round.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And our attackers are coming in. Definitely a push here on East Balcony to come into master bedroom. Hito pushing through the basement. Push phone looking out for any electronics that might be in the master bedroom. Let's take a look here. It looks like Neos is playing close here. Ooh, fires some shots. Does not connect. Still trying to hold an angle against Persephone, who's using that G8. That is a gun you definitely don't want to challenge. And Ray pushing in from the master bedroom. Merlin gets the first kill there on Persephone. Ray still trying to work their way in. Shito looking for a kill here. Narrowly dodging a lot of bullets. And down they go. Shrivox must have gotten the angle. Hito is able to get a frag grenade kill, taking out Pozo.
Reloading.
That is a big kill there for Ray. But it's still a 4v3. So working their way through the 90. We do have Ray players with 3 different angles here pushing the site. Ooh, and Hito's there, ready for the flank. It's gonna even it back out. 1 minute left. Kalen is repositioning. They're gonna have to put themselves into a position where they can get this diffuser down. There is possibility of a plant here, but Ray is stalling out a little bit here.
Get ready for the breach.
And the ace charge is thrown, but that mute jammer is going to stop it. And it looks like Ray's waiting for the swing with the pump shotgun. And Kalen exposes themselves. Down they go. 3v2. Merlin is down but not out, so it is a 2v2.
15 seconds remaining.
And a downed player. Ooh, all up to Shrivox now. Toe making it known. Oh, Hito with the ace on the attack. Wow. 2 aces that we have seen so far. 1 from each team. You don't see that every day, and you especially don't see that 2 times in one matchup. Ray are able to clutch up there and get another attacking round. Now on round 6, this will be the final round before switching sides, and Ray could very well go into the swap 3-3. All tied up. Z-Bay going back down to first floor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
All right, coming down to first floor again. And it's shown that Z-Bay is able to successfully hold every site other than Aviation Games, which is really interesting. Ray able to pick up both of their attacking wins, pushing that site, which is a very regular site for the defense to hold.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Neo's bringing
Attacker's objective
in
is to locate a bomb
Lucy
and defuse it.
instead of the Mozzie this time around. And Iray are going to want to come up and get control of the top floor.
Bomb located by
Start
attacker.
opening up those vertical angles.
Alarm in place.
Looked like Jaeger got snuffed out there. Playing in astronomy, they're going to have to hold strong because they need to keep this position. And it looks like that's exactly what they plan to do. Merlin and Strivox both playing upstairs, waiting for this master bedroom push. 4 out of the 5 Iray players trying to come in master bedroom, start opening up, taking control upstairs. Neo's taking out Persephone. Persephone goes down again to an early round underneath Nitro Cell. Persephone not able to find much play today. And Iray have slowed down. Tobio taking some damage. The only player playing separately, another 2 more Nitro Cells go off there. Pozo's able to take out Shido. That's their entry dead. They do still have the soft breach of Ito.
Changing mag.
But they are in a 5v3, now down to a 5v2. What a strong hold here by these defenders. And Hito's going downstairs without the diffuser. Hito,
Budget ready.
the diffuser is up above. There's over a minute left and you're in a 5v2. You're going to need that briefcase. It's very important. And Hito just does not care. Taking some damage there off of Pozo. Choosing to use the SMG-11 instead of the L85, even at that range, still not going for the diffuser. And Tobio's able to get a kill there, putting it down to a 4v2. So, working their way in, puts a lot of damage down on Yray.
15 seconds left.
You know, still using the SMG-11. Ooh, they do get it down.
10 seconds remaining.
Down to a 3v1. And there it is. Z-Bay win the last defensive round before the swap. We're seeing a very different game play out today compared to the games that we saw yesterday, where instead of playing Rainbow Six Siege and playing the objective, these teams are only going for kills. Every single round on the first map and now 6 rounds into map 2 have been decided by the all enemies being killed. Not a single game has come to time. Not a single game has had a diffuser planted. It's all kills between these two teams, and it really showed in that last one where they left the diffuser up
Attackers need to
above
locate and defuse as
and
many bombs as they can.
solely went for the kills. That was their only win condition at that point in a 2v5. Now it is Iray's turn to defend. T-Bay did a great job on defense, picking up the 4 rounds. Iray could do the same, and they're choosing to go Aviation Games first, bringing in the Rooney and Valkyrie for their setup here.
5 seconds remaining.
They do choose not to bring any entry denial for this site,
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
so the walls are going to be clear, but it looks like Z-Bay is only bringing Thermite in for the hard breach, so he's going to have to come all the way up to that wall. Had they had an Ace or a Habana, it would have been a little bit easier to open those walls up. And Thermite will be able to open a bigger breach, but they will have to commit and come all the way up to the wall. Looks like Z-Base taking their time to move in, really droning it out. And in goes Neos. Neos is following a drone. They're going to be looking to get the opening kill. Looks like Merlin holding an angle from the opposite side here. Neos is fired up, taking some damage there. Hito also taking damage, about the same amount of damage on both sides. Neither one able to get the kill. Neos is going to go back to a drone as Pozomeister, his flank watch, gets taken out. Tobio also taking out Y-Ray. It is a 3v4 down to a 2v4. And Tobio, wait a minute, he's outside? Not sure exactly what happened there for Tobio to find themselves out on the balcony getting exposed. Iray do still have the advantage, and they're all looking healthy. Neos down to a little over a quarter health. Strivox still trying to back them up here. The two 3-speed operators in a 2v3. With 1 minute left, still quite a bit of time here. Both pushing in, hoping to catch somebody's head. That's going to be a tough peek. Elin opens up the hatch. Gonna go for a flank. They still have the time to do it, and there's the ping. Will we see some underneath play? Oh, it looks like they're gonna pressure it. Oh, and Rooney is there unfazed by the breaching charge. Strivox able to get one. Ooh, Persephone takes out the remaining attackers. And I thought IQ was able to get a kill there, or possibly a down, but maybe not. I did not see anything come up in the feed. Iray closing that gap a little bit here on the defense. And they're going trophy statuary, a favorite of Z-Bay on the defense. Will they be able to defend it just as well? They've already proven that they have what it takes to defend Aviation Games, which was not something Z-Bay was able to pull off.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We'll see how they choose to reinforce this. No entry denial. It's becoming the regular for this map. I think it's just too easy to counter the entry denial, especially up on the second floor here, where just about every floor is soft from below, so it's really easy to take out the Electroclaws and the Mute Jammers, Bandit charges. So they're going to choose not to bring any and bring someone they believe is going to be a little bit more useful. Now, on the attack, Iray never chose to take this east balcony here to push in. We'll see if Z-Bay, it looks like Z-Bay also is just going to go for a straight south side push through the top. Master bedroom is getting fully ignored throughout this matchup. Ooh! Down goes Neos! That one made me jump a little bit. Tobio with the underneath Nitro Cell. Nitro Cell's really deciding a lot of these rounds today. So many Nitro Cells placed underneath. It's pretty incredible. It looks like Shito was trying to take out the drone that's up there. Not sure if they got it. Tobio taking a lot of damage, but they are not out just yet. Persephone gets taken out by Merlin.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Z-Bay continue their sweep across the top floor. Neo's getting taken out first for Z-Bay is going to hurt. But they're not out of it just yet. Pozo's really concerned about the Banshee there. Merlin would be the one to take it out, but Merlin is just now coming in on the 90. Hito taking some damage there from Strivox on the long angle. Merlin also trying to take this peek, coming across. I think they really need Merlin to take out the Banshee, and they're not going to be able to. They get taken out. There is the refrag there, but the Banshee will stay in place, and now there is not a single attacker that would be able to take it out without going up and using the melee. And it looks like Strivox is just going to go for it. Misses the first melee, but is able to take it out. That will no longer be a problem for them. B3 here. Strivox takes a lot of damage. Kalen comes out with the swing. Strivox down to about 5 HP. Doing their best to pressure the site. Let's see. Y-Ray and Pozo now in master bedroom. The first time we've seen attackers do a master bedroom push. They have split up here, and the smoke does a lot of damage on Y-Ray. They send it right through the breach. It does not pay off for them. Strivox is in a 1v2 with very little health and no diffuser control, down to a 1v1, but they're not able to grab the diffuser and stick the plant. Why play the objective? Why even play it when you can just kill? It would have been a tough plant for them for sure, especially with the little health they had, but I'd like to see the objective played a little bit. Come on, guys. Okay, and that is going to tie it back up. 4-4, map 2 in this best of 3. Z-Bay needs to win this map to stay in the competition. Iray dominating on the defense, have won every defensive round so far. Now going down to first floor for the first time.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Bringing in a vigil. They're going to need to hold a presence upstairs and stop Z-Bay from opening up the vertical angles. So I'm sure Hito is going to be playing up above with the pressure, possibly Tobio or Shito as well. And Castle also brought in for the site here. It's going to make it tough for the late game push if they don't have the right utility. And instead of a sledge for Z-Bay's attack for the soft breach, they instead bring Neo's. Neo's is going to have to watch out for the underneath nitro cell. Luckily for him, Tobio on Malusi is the only defender that has actually brought a nitro cell. And there is a run out from Vigil, and he is able to take out Merlin. Huge opening kill there for Iray as they start turning this game around. There's the one nitro cell in play. Takes a lot of damage off Neo's. That would have been a critical kill. Neo's is able to stay alive. They will be able to continue to push forward and open up some vertical play for Z-Bay. That is, if they don't get taken out right here, and they do. Persephone takes a flashbang to the face and is still able to get the kill. And another flashbang. Persephone going for 2, and he pulls it off. A double kill for Persephone, taking a little bit of damage off Ito, who wants a piece of the action. Y-Ray finally taking Shito out. Tito with very low health here, and Persephone on the stairs. The last one to hold the upstairs. A third kill there for Persephone. It's all down to Strivox on the attack.
Shell out.
Strivox does have a lot of time here, as well as one drone to pull the attack off. They also have
Bomb located
the
by
breaching
attackers.
charges if they want to open up some vertical play. I think it might be a little bit dangerous for them. And there's the diffuser upstairs, and it looks like they are going to ignore the diffuser and just focus on getting these kills. They know that there is a player upstairs. I believe it's Hito with only a sliver of health, still putting the pressure on Strivox, making him wonder, making him worry, and eating up a lot of time. Now down to 30 seconds, Strivox is going to re-grab the suitcase and try to figure out a way in. Catching the master bedroom is soft. Ooh! Hito gets taken out. Strivox now in a 1v2, but only 17 seconds. They've taken too
15
long
seconds to go.
to get that kill, and they're dropping down.
10 seconds remaining.
Will the breach charge go off? Yes, it will.
5 seconds.
And there is the Aruni gate there, and they died to the Aruni gate. Persephone taking some damage there, along with the strafe, and it's too much for them as their body crumbles. And that is a win for Iray, putting them in the lead. Two more round wins from Iray is all it will take, and they have successfully defended 3 different sites now on Villa, the 3 most viable sites, and they're going back to Aviation Games where their defense started. Is there anyone here that thinks Zebay can still come back and pull it off? They're only
Attackers need to
down
locate and
by
defuse as many
1
bombs as they
round,
can.
but Iray's defense has been so strong. I know that it's anyone's game and anything can happen, but Zebay is really struggling here. No entry denial once again upstairs.
10
Ito
seconds left.
bringing Valk back in, and Aruni coming back in as well. It's not very often you see an Aruni gate take out an
Attackers'
attacker,
objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
especially not in competitive play. So that was definitely a sight to see. And Zebay coming in.
Bomb located by attackers.
This time around, 2 nitro cells are in place from Hito and Tobio, and they will have the assistance of the Valk cams if they are well placed. Looks like Zebay are droning it out this time before taking a step into the building. Strivox is going to be able to take out some of these electronics from below as IQ.
Scanning for devices and traps.
Deploying drone.
My device is planted.
Bomb located.
And a slow push from the attackers down on first floor. Looks like they're just scoping it out. And Neos could open some underneath vertical angles, but I think that would be dangerous for them. Jaeger coming to get a piece of the action. Hears all of the gunfire and shooting downstairs, and wants to get some of it.
Air jab is ready.
Air jab's going down. And Neos is the first to get taken out from Persephone on Mozzie.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Ray drops Persephone with another kill there. A 3rd kill for Persephone. Will anyone stop them? No! They will not. That is the answer as they get a 4K. Will we see a third ace here today in this matchup? Pozo getting pressured from the Valkyrie run out nitro cell attempt there. Persephone able to get a 4K from the same set of stairs as Zebe comes in single file on top of them. And the runouts are happening. Valk swings. It's a flawless defensive round for Iray. We will not see a third ace, at least not yet, but still some incredible play from Persephone. And I believe that puts Iray to match point. It's the only flawless round so far in the tournament, as far as I can remember. And Iray are doing the rounds. They've won every single defensive round so far, going from site to site, and it's time for them to go back to trophy statuary. If Iray is able to win one more round, they will take the map and they will win the best of 3, and they will continue in this competition. Zebe will have to win 2 attacking rounds in a row after having no successful attacks on this map so far to put it in overtime. And the winner of this matchup will continue on. The loser will be out of the competition for good.
To go. 5 seconds left.
It's a very important attack from
Attackers are
Zebe.
moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
They're going to have to play this one smart. They can't afford to lose any players early on, and Hito is bringing out Cav for this defense.
Scanning for electronic devices.
Magnet will watch over us. Perimeter defense online.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They taking their time to get up into the site. Some yellow pings going on. Looks like down in the basement where Hito could be playing. Yeah, Hito is creeping down in the basement. The more focus they put on Hito and stopping that Cav, the easier the defense will be for Iray. And Zebe really need to win this attack. Trivox looking down into the basement.
RED scanning.
Cav is no longer down there. And Strivox is going to be able to take out some electronics from down below. Maybe. It looks like they weren't successful. Tobio gets the first kill. Y-Ray is down. There goes the only hard breach that they had. They will not be able to pull a late game push on Master Bedroom again. Neos has the yellow ping, knows exactly where they are, but they still go down. Hito able to finish them off there,
Attackers
taking a little bit of damage, but now it's a 5v2.
attackers bomb diffuser
Ooh,
has been
down to
dropped.
a 1v5. It's all but over for Zebe. Who will be the Iray player to take them out? Will Strivox take out at least one with them? No! It's another flawless defensive round for Iray. Iray will be continuing in the competition. Zebe, it has been nice to have you, and we hope to see you again next time. Congratulations to Iray winning the lower bracket 2-0. Two flawless defensive rounds there to finish it off. And there you have it, folks. 4-7, 4-7. for both maps. Z-Bay just did not have what it took today to best Iray. And we are going to take a short pause before moving on to our second best of two. Our next best of two today will be a quarterfinal against two of the winners from yesterday. It should be a great matchup, and I hope you'll stick around for it. We have two more best of threes to get through today, and we will be back in just a few minutes. All right, everyone, I have just gotten word that there is 1 hour before the next best of three that is going to be happening today. So we actually are going to end the stream altogether and start it back up when we are ready for the next game. That way, you're not all just sitting here for one hour waiting for the next best of three to start. But I can tell you what the game will be. It will be Shori versus Activity. Activity had a dominating performance yesterday as they beat Iray 2-0. Shori had their game, I believe it was a 2-1 finish for them, so it should be a solid matchup that will be coming up next. So make sure you follow to get the notification. We are going to be ending now and starting back up in about an hour with the next one. So thank you for hanging out and watching Z-Bay versus Iray. I hope you enjoyed it. The playoffs day 2 will continue in just a little while. We hope to see you there.